Hello, hello. How are we doing? We are continuing my skilled play this time. I wanted a little break from the unskilled play. I needed to feel powerful again. It's an intermission before I go do For the Werac and all the Frozen Wild stuff.
I've got all the best goods here.
Buy what you need, leave the rest.
Fine goods for a fair price. I've got all the best goods here.
Only the finest goods here. See for yourself.
Would you like to buy something today?
You'll like what I have for sale, I promise. You'll like what I have for sale, I
I've
promise.
got all the best goods. Here. Take a look at these wares. Buy what you need, leave the rest.
How are we doing tonight?
These goods. When you're in the thick of
Come
it.
take a look. I'll give you a good price. Not stopping when you're in the thick of it.
Take a look at these wares.
My family might still be alive, and you're going to stand here and do nothing?
That is precisely what's going to happen, buddy. Because you're a damn liar. This gate has numbered days ahead of it. Wait, no, this isn't the gate. Is this the gate? Yeah, this is totally the gate. Right? Yes, it is. Oh right, I don't have to override, I can just call one. Sweet. Let's go curse some darkness! Don't get spotted by the stalker. Don't get spotted by the stalker. Do not get spotted by the stalker. That's today's goal. Although I'm playing with skills, so it'll be a quick death. And triple notch. Like, look at that. I'm so powerful. Oh, let's do it again. Oh yeah, that's why I have 2 hunter bows.
Scrappers scrounging for parts.
We're in the clear. No stalker problems today, folks. Still one of my favorite deaths. Okay, guys. There's just one real important thing I gotta do here. I need you to understand it's tradition. I do like that one for it. I do like that one for it too. Which one do I want to do? It's gotta be green. I like it without the headpiece better. Okay, it's an important tradition. I apologize in advance for what this is going to do to our girl Loy. But since no one's watching right now anyways, it's time to turn into a goldfish! I turn into a goldfish? That'll make sense when you're older.
I remember the view from Meridian on days such as this.
Good meat.
When I had access to horses, I used to ride them like that with only one hand, and I like to split rein one-handed. I don't know why I got off the horse. Shh, stop asking. Split rein one-handed. One of my favorite little spots in the game is up in here. It's a nice little hideaway. Climb up this little waterfall. This reminds me of a spot, if you ever go hike in Arizona, Tonto Natural Land Bridge. After you go through the land bridge, on the other side of it, there's a series of little waterfalls, and there's a spot that's just off the trail that looks just like this. But we didn't realize it was just off the trail because it wasn't very clearly marked. So we ended up hiking up a waterfall
Focus network, he said.
and climbing the waterfall.
How are we gonna do that? Oh, wait.
And then we realized it was off the
won't.
trail in a dead
I
end
do
when
all
we
dangerous stuff.
we got to the other side and found a sign at the top that said don't climb down this waterfall after we had climbed up the waterfall. Look, the trail looked like it went that way and we got lost. I am not a very outdoorsy person, but yes, I did opt to climb a damn waterfall because I didn't know. At the end, the more you know. Anyways, yes, go climbing waterfalls. Don't stick to just the rivers and lakes that you know. Otherwise, you'll miss accidentally climbing an off-trail waterfall because you didn't know that you shouldn't have. This is another favorite little spot, this little one up here. This is a good little place to take pictures.
There are the handholds. Right where you said they'd be. Did you get that, Silence? No?
Living up to your name, huh?
Fitting name you got there.
Because this looks like how the natural land bridge looks when you're inside it. So it also reminds me of the land bridge because that's how it looks from inside the land bridge. Tonto Natural Land Bridge, Arizona. Beautiful spot. Looks just like that. When I lived in Missouri and I was really homesick, I would play this game. That's how I first got into it. But I didn't start playing it again and get really, really into it until I moved back. But, like, it
All right. What
touched
now?
a place in my soul that really
That's
needed
what. Take a
it
seat at the campfire
when
and
I was
rest.
very homesick. And
When
it
night
first
falls,
came
we'll
out,
talk.
2017.
I still have a fire to keep me company. How nice of you to finally drop by.
Our purpose this night is to crash the Focus network.
Yeah, tell me the part I don't know. How?
For starters, you'll need to infiltrate the Eclipse's main base.
Wait, what?
That's right. Fortunately for you, I brought you round to the back way. It's right through that crevice. Once you reach the base, you'll see the objective. A derelict tall neck that's been extensively modified. Climb the tall neck. Grafted into the top of its disk, you'll find a module of sorts. Destroy that, and the Focus network will crash.
So you were part of the Eclipse.
I've never been part of anything. I serve my own interests, always. But it is the case that I assisted the Eclipse before I sensed the threat they might become. It was a mistake that I'm doing what I can to correct.
What sort of assistance did you give them?
Head through that crevice, Aloy. You have more important things to do than ask questions.
Let's see what's through here. Corrupted machines. Control, guard.
More like soldiers. Held in reserve for war yet to come. You'll have to get past them.
This is the easy way in?
The back way in. I didn't say it'd be easy.
Oh, I missed you, little whistle. Most broken feature ever. I'm not even mad they got rid of it, honestly, it makes sense.
Okay, that helps.
I've missed this game. Like, with skills, you know, like, it's been fun playing it without it, but man, it feels nice to just slay everything in my path.
Explosions in the distance.
Pay that no mind. Doesn't concern you.
And that's how to play Horizon Zero Dawn. Any questions?
Getting close now. Head for that ridge. The tall neck's just over this ridge. You'll see it when you reach the top. Now be ready to act fast. You need to get in and get it done before they raise an alarm. Here we go.
You getting this? I see the legs of a tall neck down there, but no tall neck.
Damn. The transmitter's been moved. Check down the ravine to the left. Only place it could be.
So much for your insider knowledge. Toward the explosions. Great.
You've got exactly one shot at this, Aloy, so spare the sarcasm and make it count. You see that bridge over the ravine?
Yep.
Memorize its location. There's a rappel point on the side. That'll be your way out.
And these Eclipse troopers?
Avoid them or kill them, your choice. The blasting should cover any noise you make. Find the tall neck and destroy the module on top.
Here we go.
Complained about the food. If a rabbit is good enough for the rest of us, it is good enough for him. We might have trouble.
something.
Oh, Silent Strike, I've missed you so.
Someone's out there killing us. Look. I'm gonna check that out.
There's a relief. I'm gonna check that out.
That shelter. It's bigger than the others.
Find the tall neck, Aloy. There's no time to poke around.
There is if I make time.
One of us died over here!
They're leaving.
Nothing there, idiot.
Look out, it's her!
Aw,
Your end has...
has it now? Okay, cool.
Is there fighting up ahead?
No. It's a mining operation. So long as you're quick, it won't affect you.
Oh good, another secret. What is this place?
A distraction.
There are several data points.
When sleep refuses to come, I think of our wedding night. How you welcomed me to the marital bed. How after, when you fell asleep, I lay there watching your delicate face. For all its beauty, I detested its fragility. A rage swelled up inside me. I abhorred that bed. How its softness threatened to swallow us up. And that room, the stench of incense, the fine embroidery of the drapes, all of it weak. I slipped from the bed, threw open the casement, and lay naked on the stone floor, determined to spurn all seductions of comfort. But when I woke the next morning, you lay beside me, naked as I in the cold. Your body, stretched beside mine, seemed chiseled from stone. I saw you wake, instantly alert, like an animal ready to strike. You said nothing. You did not have to. Already you had shown me beyond doubt that we were meant to be. Never does the sun show pity. And yet, when my wife died in birthing, and in dying ended the life of my child unborn, I pitied myself. My lord sensed this, but instead of casting me down for weakness, he cast upon me a radiant beam of honor. He ordered my kin buried in the sacred caves reserved for royals and heroes. Unimaginable. Never again would I doubt that I am the chosen of the sun. Never again would pity find a place in me. Not for myself or another. When I first set eyes on the buried shadow, I trembled. Was I not the chosen of the sun? A blazing light of faith to shred and scatter darkness? Was it not my place to destroy this devil? But High Priest Bahavas instructed me in the prophecy and set right my frame of mind. The murder of the true Sun King broke the cosmic cycle short of completion. The whole world cast into darkness, doomed. To resume and turn the wheel of time would require more than sun and faith. All forces must combine, all halves of nature join to one cause. Shadow to sun, night to day. Even a buried shadow wants the wheel to turn, for without a sun in the sky, there can be no shadow. My lord, the 13th king of the Karja Sundom was murdered. Cut down by cowards who mistook firm rule for madness. Ever the strong are beset upon by the weak. So he said, as the traitors launched their assault. As their cannons forged by Oseram filth toppled the battlements and burst the gates. I would have fought to the end. But it was his will, the will of the sun, that I lead the prince and queen into the west, to safety. My lord did not hesitate. He saw his fate. He looked into the sun, and he did not blink. With me, he sent kestrels, nobles, sun priests, and slaves. Killing all that stood in the way, I carved a path to sunfall. There, we joined others to gather the strength to take back our home. But our strength only faded until the buried shadow was brought to light. So long as King Itamen languishes at sunfall, coddled by his mother, he will never learn the true lessons of the sun. I have tried to instruct him, but the shadow of his mother's influence is upon him. I took him to the palace balcony to behold an offering of sacrifice in the ring, but he showed no thirst for it. He averted his gaze. Look to the sun, I told him. Do not shield your eyes. In all things, it is absolute. One day, it nurtures life, and the next, scorches life away. It burns the skin of champions and wretches alike. Never does the sun show pity. That is the example a Sun King must follow. The example of your father. But before my instruction could take hold, she was there, clutching him to her robes, burying his face against her breast. How is a king to rule when he cannot even see? Every morning, I wake to the same nightmare. The same reality. Holy Meridian.
Oops.
Every morning, I wake to the same nightmare. The same reality. Holy Meridian, in the hands of profligates. Debased. The spire, towering above the horizon like a glittering spike through the center of my mind. Every daybreak in exile is a mark of failure. The count of days runs thin. I will see Meridian retaken. The profligates slaughtered. A true king restored to the Mesa throne. In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy.
This armor. There's only one man big enough to wear this. Helix. This is his shelter? Not exactly fancy.
What would you expect of a fanatic? His only extravagance is his brutality.
So you know him?
Just enough to want to stop him.
He's a fanatic, all right. Subtle-minded.
It gives him a focus that you seem to lack. Now how about finding that tall neck?
It would have been easy to drag a tall neck down his path. Why bother?
Just find it and get to the top. Destroy the module, and then get out fast as you can.
Sure is a lot of blasting up there. Sounds busy.
Busy enough not to notice you, let's hope.
I see it. They've built some kind of structure around it.
Climb it. The sooner this is done, the better.
I don't like this. It feels wrong.
Everything here is wrong. Just get to the module and destroy it.
Just to make this less annoying.
I see the module.
Good. Now be quick.
This is Hades?
Aloy, this is not the time.
It's a metal devil.
Open the module's casing, now. Aloy, do as I say or all is lost.
Entity has come here. Entity miscalculated. Entity cannot destroy me. I am beyond its reach.
Maybe you are. But this isn't!
Destroy the entity.
think I'm doing? Taking a nap? Are you kidding me? This looks easy. Almost out of it. Come on.
Run, don't fight!
Are you kidding me?
Head left towards the camp.
Got it. Almost there.
The whole base is on high alert.
Yeah, I noticed.
Keep moving or you'll die. Watch out, more eclipse.
Bridge in sight.
That's the way out.
I know.
Rough going, but you survived.
You knew Hades was there and you sent me to him?
I won't deny I risked your life, but it was the only way. Now, with the focus network down, we can both get what we want. Access to the secrets of Zero Dawn.
I'm past trusting you with secrets.
Good. That means you're wising up. Trust is for fools. It shifts and crumbles like sand. A poor foundation for any partnership. But mutual self-interest. Now that is a solid bedrock upon which you and I might build a new science of understanding. We both need answers, Aloy. And thanks to you, we're on the verge of grasping them. Let's unfold. We'll speak again.
You miserable... Damn him. If I could toss this focus and be rid of you, Silence, I would. Oh, I need it. Sunfall it is. And Zero Dawn.
Lucky that the Nora was there to protect the Sun King. What on earth were the Vanguard doing? I bet those traitorous Oseram will just conveniently...
No more time to recover. Calm, calm. Tasty.
Sunfall. The Mad King Duran's summer palace. A bulwark of Carja might against the howling Forbidden West.
Thanks for the history lesson.
But they have no idea what lies beneath. We will learn much from this, Aloy.
That's what I'm hoping.
When his support is so sorely needed.
Turn his back on us. He's always been a righteous man.
Come take a look. I'll give you a good
Uriah
price.
trader. I'd be pretty uneasy.
You work hard, you build quality products, and in the end, the Outlanders get their paws all
You
over.
do well to keep to yourself.
The subreal. Proud tradition of cUltra.
It's not like this in Meridian. At least, for now.
Give them time. I'm sure they isn't.
You'll get nothing from me. Off with you.
The true cUltra will honor the ceasefire.
Now we get to see if your attack on their focus network was entirely successful.
What are you talking about? Did I crash the network or not?
In theory, all should be well. Success. Welcome to the Citadel, Aloy. I'll check back with you in a moment. In the meantime, circulate.
Idle chatter bores me.
You'll get nothing from me. Off with you.
If you don't have something for me, be on your way. You look well fed. Shadow rocks. I just wish
I have nothing more to do.
sharing his rations with the children in the camp. Hard to believe he's gone. It's odd. I could have sworn Sunfall was cool.
Careful where you walk. Each step has been paid for in blood.
Outlanders! If you want to hear about today's bounties, head for the throne room. You're not going to make any shards by standing out here.
Sunfall.
I'm all mercenary bottom feeders.
I'll take the shards.
Great.
Even if it means having to listen to Bahavas.
I hear the Shadow Conjure are looking for one of their own.
Another savage? At least it's not as bad as Meridian.
By the glory of the sun revealed. Behold, radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King, the light in shadow, whose will is light and whose light is law!
I command Lucius Bahavas to speak in my behalf.
By the will of radiant Edaman does the sun glare down mercilessly upon the traitor Uthid. To the hunter who brings his head to us shall go a bounty of 500 shards.
More prisoners than royalty, don't you think? Love your hair. You and I need to chat, little huntress. The green tent down in Shadowside. I'll be waiting.
Kind of busy.
We both know you're no killer for hire. Uthid is innocent. So come see me while there's still time to save him.
So, the way in I spoke of is right behind you.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all. And you needn't worry about the Kestrels. They'll be too busy acting important to pay attention to you.
First time in the Citadel, gotta see the sun ring from on high.
Well, the Kestrels.
Ah, they want us to see this,
They call me Savage Tarav, protector of Lucent Bahavas.
Protector or enforcer?
Depends on where the shadow falls.
Now on your way. Off with you.
I am Relentless Shivan. I guard the High Priest.
From what?
Whatever troubles him. So don't. On your way.
I am Merciful Eustace, Shield of Bahavas.
Merciful.
My enemies die fast. You test my patience.
I don't have time to talk to Outlanders.
This isn't...
The balustrade. It's a short drop from there. The other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
I see you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride. I'm heading down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure. As year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. 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 Malfunction.
Are you kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Sobek here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this tour!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
I underestimated you. See, by now,
Guess you can't have everything.
That will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
A smaller room. Can't carry more.
Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose of your visit.
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret super-weapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a super-weapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. Here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating. Waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day. The day that life on Earth ceases to exist is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
That doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it. Kestrels. They got in. Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? A tomb?
So they woke up.
One.
What's up? I'm being a coward tonight.
May this crush the enemy! What else you got?
We're too close to the tribal crypt to stop us now. The data points, what did they contain?
Oh, here, like, just all over the place. How have you been?
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said. Not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it, after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction.
There is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things?
I know that there's already a lot to take in.
In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm, the pharaoh plague? I understand it is terrible, but it really cannot be stopped? Why tell us this? There are people in Shanghai, my friends, my family. They have joined Operation Enduring Victory already. It is for nothing? We will all die?
We're going to be able to answer some of these questions.
I just want to know why I am here. It doesn't make sense to me.
That's
You were
real.
brought here because of your skill set.
No, that can't be right. I am an art historian. I know Dutch masters, Japanese calligraphy, Gerhard Richter. What does that matter now?
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we couldn't negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium, it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, U.S. Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You have had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost looking forward to being proved wrong.
Unfortunately, your estimation was correct.
As your General Harris said. So then, you did not bring me here to
I
commiserate.
love her.
What is left?
Look, let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since '57? That went nowhere real slow. And you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the project.
Do you even understand how few people it could save? The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's the first thing you'd abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage, we're talking a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, all right?
If you could try to remain calm.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical.
It is accurate, yes. So these mechanical monstrosities, they don't just kill people. They feed off them? Not just people. All organic matter. Every living thing dissolved into nutrients. Millennia of evolution liquefied. The miracle of life produced a bloody biofuel. In a word, yes. Who did this? Pharaoh? That arsehole. Is he here? No, Doctor. Please, tell him Tom Pike wants a word. Now, get off! Get off! Doctor, please! You get Ted Pharaoh in here!
Want to discuss?
Whew. So Mama, she was right.
Pardon?
My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bible serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, it was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke?
A tobacco cigarette.
Sorry, darling. My taste run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down. Been a price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Malky was me, don't mind admitting. Been plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty too. But I kept the zigging to their zag. How'd you finger me?
I believe Dr. Sobek listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Always suspected she had a little thing for me. Hey, I don't suppose you got real coffee in this place. You know, blood coffee? Conflict cappuccinos?
Mr. Tate, I'm clearing you to proceed. Just go. You previously worked for Faro Automated Systems.
On the Chariot Line self-replication routines. I came here thinking this was a rendition. When your people took me, I thought, about time. I've been trying to swallow the guilt every day since...
Would you like to take a moment?
No, I really hoped Zero Dawn was a way to undo it all. My work. And I'm sorry to say I was ever proud of it, but Ted could really sell a concept, and in the labs, in the light of creation, that first test run, when you saw they understood their own structures, could rebuild themselves from memory and light, there were no limits. God, there were no limits.
CD02 data intact. Initiating playback.
Elizabeth Sobek.
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
The whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life, for us. But why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how'd it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot? Why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what the damage that I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. It just told ourselves that we're cut out for the BTRI cabals. That's the better than rapid innovation. Better at competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. It's just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom. I mean, I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium. I never thought that there could be, atonement.
If you're still nauseous.
No, the inhibitors have kicked in. I can't feel the back of my tongue. I wish I could tell you I'd believe in this. But the damage is too great, too extensive, too complete. With all respect to Dr. Sobek's work at Miriam, no. No, life doesn't always find a way to keep going. Sometimes it never comes back. Like Syzygy East. Like the Congo. Like Timor.
Alert.
Like us.
Medical wing inaccessible.
That's our reward? A buried city full of terminal patients waiting out the clock?
You grow old together, with your loved ones, in safety.
I don't have loved ones. I suppose I could start a family?
I'm afraid not. All inhabitants of Elysium will be medically sterilized. A habitat capable of sustaining a starting base of 2,000 individuals for up to 100 years is a huge challenge, Dr. Alpert. If the population grows instead of diminishes, everyone will be dead inside 30 years.
I knew it. I just couldn't bring myself to say the words.
I'm sorry?
Finish it. Medical euthanasia. I want no part of this. I just want it over.
I see. Protocols require a 48-hour waiting period, after which...
Is he to make sure I behave this time?
Security. For your protection. Would you like to discuss how you're feeling?
Sure. I'll tell you. Surprised. No, flabbergasted. Like my own man would say, flabbergasted. That vein pumping in his forehead. I thought you people were just completely underprepared for a spaceflight project. But now I can see it's worse. Much worse. Sobek is a total fantasist, a dangerous fantasist. This kind of blue skying, it's... Jesus. I'm sorry we wasted each other's time. I'm ready to leave now.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Everything you're talking about here isn't possible.
I recommend you read the documents regarding your options.
I've seen enough. I'm getting out of here. What did you... You don't... Get your hands off me!
Intruder! Get her!
Okay,
Whatever
no more
you
sneaking.
do, don't die now.
Let's just deliver.
warning. Well, that's tomorrow.
Not coming back from this one.
I hashed it out with them, what the point of Artemis was. I made it clear I wasn't on board for a global zoo. We haven't exactly proved ourselves to be great custodians in the past few thousand years. So the idea of a reconstituted biosphere, well, it's horrifying, isn't it? A complete horror show. We have no right to take a best guess at this stuff. But the alternative? Nothingness. For there to have been all this, and then nothing. And with Charles Ronson running the show, I respect him. He's got a passion to him. He's hot-blooded. So I said I'll do it. I'll put my all into this, literally. When the project is done, I'll take the medical option, thank you. Counselor said I might change my mind. I told him that he didn't know me very well then. For life's sake, I'll do the dirty work. But I want no part of this pathetic, attenuated future on offer. I'm an outdoors man. Never did like the feel of solid-state lighting on my skin. And a wee bit of a claustrophobe, anyway.
Zero Dawn. It is art, in a way. An expression on the grandest scale. But there is so much unfairness. Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be saved because I happen to graduate in art history? Is this right?
Dr. Sauvé? Christina Sauvé?
Yes. I met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the New Materialists. But he once attended one of my talks. Another unfair chance. Of all the many people in that auditorium, that we should both be here now. And yet, I feel more accepting of my fate. No, it is not fair, not at all. But for the sake of my family, for the sake of art.
That looks way different now.
Alive. It must be able to speak from beyond history and echo in the future, not perish into oblivion. This opportunity, I must do this.
Now, those lame FBI black hats at Mockingbird back in the day, I enjoyed schooling them. But maybe I went in too hard on this poor counselor. She was cute, and just going down a checklist after all. Couldn't expect her to see how ridiculous Zero D's ambitions are.
Here we go.
God's own budget thrown at a kid playing with a hologram sculptor. Palms up, honey.
Maybe there's a storage area nearby. Done. I should check the door nearby. Found one. Looks intact. should do the trick. Now let's get that door open. That did it. Door should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
What's that?
Get ready for the shot.
See them. I can't see you.
Got him!
Or not.
This is it. You cannot escape.
My own tripwire, guys. My own tripwire. That was not finesse.
You cannot run from righteousness. A gift from the Blast him!
You won't survive this.
Elevators non-operational. Stairwells have collapsed. Look out!
You cannot hide, Rat. Room's clear. For a moment, anyway.
Then get moving. You have to find Gaia.
Should have brought a cart.
Hello, Margot.
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. So you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots, and not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulation, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little technical at places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Perhaps it loves some forms of life more than others.
The derangement. The machines weren't always so angry.
True. Mostly they were docile until 10, 15 years ago.
For years, Hephaestus has been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines. I've seen it myself, in the cauldrons. Stalkers, Ravagers, the Thunderjaw. How could it do that? And why?
Why indeed?
And that was all it took to explain away robot dinosaurs.
These shapes, I've seen them before. In a cauldron.
You've been inside a cauldron.
An abandoned one, yes.
So the cauldrons, they belong to Gaia.
It would appear so. The birthing places of her machines.
I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobek's office. But it's sealed off. There's got to be a way inside.
Keep looking.
More eclipse.
Careful now.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
all of this lost? The Ancients' greatest gift to us.
Greatest? How about the fact we exist at all?
To abide in ignorance is a curse, Aloy. You of all people should know that.
That's right. No one here.
She must be here somewhere. She can't.
Not a lot to talk about tonight. How's everyone doing?
Sorry to spoil the fun.
Die, apostate!
Dr. Sobek, please archive this testimonial in Apollo. Cross-reference to all mentions of my name and Operation Enduring Victory. My name is General Uriah. From 2060 to 2066, I served as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest-ranked officer of the United States Armed Forces. The tenure of my command included strategic planning and oversight of Operation Enduring Victory, a falsehood perpetrated on the civilian populations of the United States and other nations during the last 14 months of life on this planet. Before the Pharaoh Plague, I did my job and did it well.
That was an accident stopping playback. My bad. Oh well.
Welcome to Hades, Zero Dawn's extinction failsafe protocol, the ultimate killer app. Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine you're Gaia, 200 years from now, and this new biosphere you're growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos, spinning top that won't stop wobbling. And what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do, which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocate it. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial. All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal. So welcome to Hades. Welcome to the void.
Okay, so if that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct?
We need more data.
And how does it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh Titan, getting worshipped by the Eclipse like some kind of god?
I'm learning as you are, Aloy. Keep searching.
Alligators. Death metal! I want to hang out with Travis. Classical music. Hallelujah. I think they're mean to Travis unnecessarily. Travis clearly escaped a cult as a child. Come on. I love Travis for that very reason.
Looks like the only way onwards.
Patrick Brochard Klein.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard Klein, the Alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Rally Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances, but
I wrote it,
as
so
one of the
care.
authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem, to say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
This data point hits different now. Like, way different. $50 years ahead of everything else. 50 freaking years ahead. Like, ugh, far zenith, you're crazy people. Entrenched feedback loops between disciplinarian and healer.
Are these what I think they are?
Artificial wombs. Machines to spawn a new generation of human beings.
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
Oh, Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted Alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
What's up, Astro? How are you doing? All these data points hit so much different, like Patrick being all like excited to get his frickin' cradle tanks. Like it hits way different. This one, it's just sad. It's just so sad. You know what I'm saying? I started another playthrough because I was like, oh, the last time I beat this game was February 17th, and that's so close. What if I stall and don't beat it again until February 17th, and then I can play Forbidden West on the 18th? And then that gives me enough time to, like, do, like, a nice pace leading up to Burning Shores in April. I'm gonna do a New Game Plus on Ultra Hard with all my skills and materials. But no HUD and all that. Just to like really savor it. Nice and cinematic. I miss it. I haven't played that game in a long time and it feels like it'll feel nice and fresh. Spending a lot of time in Zero Dawn to kind of just like, you know. And doing this has been good for pacing what, because I'm like, well, I do want to move on to other games I bought. Like, I need to. Let's be real, I just spent a year playing Horizon Forbidden West. But, yeah, exactly. Just, like, really enjoy it. Because I didn't really get to do a real ultra-hard playthrough. Because of ending up speedrunning, which ended up being successful. Like, second place for PS4 is still, like, that's special to me. It was a fun run to do a random 26-hour stream. I'm definitely not going to speed through Burning Shores, though. But whenever Game 3 comes out, I might do that for, like, the Ultra Hard New Game Plus, whenever that gets launched. We'll see where my life is at then. Who knows? All things, like, working out favorably. We'll see. Gosh, you know what I thought might be crazy?
Pure logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull
What
this
if
off,
Carl
Gaia's
Urban
going to
is
need to
Ted
have some skin
Farrow?
in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? Have we learned nothing from our mistakes?
Your mistakes, I think you mean?
All I'm saying is, give it a kill switch.
She was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes a monster?
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
Of course, Gaia, go on.
I'm sorry to contradict you, but Mr. Farrow's argument is sound. At this point, the development of my psyche...
He's absolutely got the charisma for, like, being a Ted Farrow type.
Override is, I believe, a necessary safeguard.
There. Satisfied, Ted?
Jeez, Liz, just do what it says.
Is that the fourth Jesus, Liz? Ted really loves the name Jesus. And Liz.
Looks like it used to hold something.
That would benefit from antilopine morphologies, though caprid forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobek, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event.
Oh? And your assessment? Gaia?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet...
I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe. Am I malfunctioning?
No, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good. You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement.
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there. You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing?
Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all things.
Yeah, I didn't think about the cutscene factor, and that was silly on my part. But you know, it happens. This one hits different now too. This makes me wonder if there's not more to the story with the Montana recreations. And obviously this one hits way fucking different. It was literally like this time last year that I was like, we were freaking breaking our brains. It's so funny to me. Anyway. Oh my gosh. Okay. How have you been? It's been a minute. Alright. I'm gonna do the cutscene.
The Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you...
Flatter's silence is mad.
Eclipse.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable. You're too valuable.
Still alive. Good. I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child. My entire life, I've always known one thing with prophetic certainty. That I was destined for glory as a great champion of the sun. Even when Jiran was murdered, even when Meridian fell, I never doubted my destiny. Until you came along. When I heard that you had survived, a doubt took root in my mind. As sure as the sun rises and falls each day, those I am bade to kill die. And yet I failed. How? Why? With each dig site you attacked, each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering doubt grew. I kept thinking of the moment my knife pierced your throat. One twist, a simple tug of the blade, and you would have bled out. In slaughter, I am a practiced hand. So why hesitate? Why fail my destined purpose?
Alright, we got Rust. You knew it was wrong and trying to bore me to death. I'm not putting a poll up, just whoever types it first, that's the option I'm going with. Sure.
See that scar on your cheek? You didn't get to finish.
Yes, I remember. He fought well. For a savage.
His name was Rost, and he was a better man than you could ever hope to be.
The better man is the one who doesn't end up with his guts steaming on the ground. No, it wasn't him. I could have finished you before he attacked. but I didn't. This failing troubled my thoughts, haunted every step. It was only when I captured you, down in that place, that I finally glimpsed the sun's design etched at length across the course of events. You were meant to survive that day on the mountain. Meant to interfere at dig sites and kill my men. Conversely, I was meant to capture you. Here. So that you might die as a sacrificial offering to the sun. Everything as it was meant to be. Predestined and preordained.
Thug fool puppet. Thug fool puppet. Whoever wants to type it. Thug fool puppet. Yeah. That's the song. Woo! Clearly I'm a very accomplished professional musician. Puppet! Hell yeah.
Some destiny. You're following orders, not some grand cosmic design. You're a puppet, with Hades yanking the strings. A pawn pushed around by larger forces. It'd be laughable if there weren't so much killing involved. Hades is an ancient machine, not the buried shadow of Karja myth. It doesn't care about Meridian. It wants to kill everything and everyone. And you are its dutiful slave.
I serve not the buried shadow, but the sun in shadow. All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, dark to light.
Do you really not hear how ridiculous that sounds? You've gone from serving an insane homicidal Sun King to an insane homicidal machine. You're moving down in the world, not up.
I'll remember those words as I watch your corpse burn. Whatever's left of it. You fail to grasp the point. As surely as you've been conquered, so has all doubt. And with certainty of belief comes unstoppable force.
Then open this cage and put your faith to the test. See if things work out like you expect.
The circle has closed. Every element is in its proper place. Exactly where it belongs. The errant beast, now caged, will serve her true purpose. A sacrificial animal. Oh, speaking of sacrifice, I forgot to tell you. After you crashed the Eclipse network, I sent messengers into the east to rally the forces there and mount an invasion of the sacred land. I ordered every Nora killed. I was hoping to catch you there, but alas, it all seems to have been unnecessary.
Irrelevant, needless slaughter, cast me out, and go! We got Barry with the needless slaughter. Hell yeah.
Why butcher dozens of innocents for no gain? It's a waste of effort.
You're right. I won't even be there to enjoy it. In any case, I couldn't recall the order even if I wished to. Thanks to your destruction of the network, communication over distances is impossible. You not only doomed yourself, but an entire tribe. Do we not see the scorching judgment of the sun in these events? Your focus, such a powerful device, isn't it? And yet, so fragile. So you see, this time, I did not hesitate. The knife has already been twisted.
Fight! 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 Fight!
Karja faithful, rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day soon to break.
That's the name of the game!
The false
Your dawn isn't gonna happen! Zero, your dawn!
Once more.
Hey!
In this, I have become an
Horizon Zero Helix's dawn.
All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold!
Day and night, night and day.
Hold your seats! Can you not see the proof of the sun's blessing before your eyes? How else could shadows such as these prowl in broad light of day? Were they not approved by the sun and joined to our cause? Many years ago, to consecrate this great ring, the Radiant Turan ordered many faithless, crushed beneath the hooves of the behemoth. Mighty is the behemoth in the eye of the sun, but it is mightier still, infused with the power of shadow. Let this one, who schemed and slithered, be the first to die. Let her be the first of thousands!
I'll never beat that thing without weapons. All my weapons are up on the platform. There's no way out of this ring. Maybe I could use its strength against it. Getting ready to charge. Gotta get out of the way. It's down.
How should I do this? Traps? Tripwires, I mean? Should I do a tripwire kill? You know you want me to do tripwires. You know, it's the best weapon in the game. You know, that's why they had to nerf it. I know it's broken. I did a tripwire kill last time, though.
Guess who got our weapons back? Now you're just a big gun target. Come and get it! That canister on its belly. Looks important.
Worth it.
Those components on the sides of its head. They've got something to do with its sleep attacks.
afraid of you. Aimed, please. Silence. They've never seen that good of a show before. You notice the doctor is absolutely in the audience?
Kill her.
Yes! Yes! It gets better! It gets better! Again! Do it again! Do it again! Come on, I believe in you! Wait, no, what if silence runs into one of them? Oh my god, next time I have to put some by that gate too. That was just everything I could ever want in life. Find ways to make this game new every time I play it. That's the truth. Okay. Julie, there's the doctor right there. Oh, you're hit through my tripwires. That was great. Julie's voice is in a TV show that I watch. And I was like, that sounds like Julie. But then I couldn't find the credits, but then she posted, like, the next day, hey, I'm in the show. And I was like, it was her! And it was a very, very fitting setting.
So you're here. Really here. You risked your life.
Of course I did. If you'd been killed, the Nora's sacred mountain would never have given up its secrets.
Too bad you wasted your time, then. Helis destroyed my focus. And the Alpha Registry with it.
Not at all. The whole time I've been monitoring your focus, I've duplicated every data file you scanned. Installing that data to a new focus was trivially easy. Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
You're really good at making it impossible to like you, Silence. But I guess I need this.
It's time to see where you were born. Maybe you'll even learn why.
Yeah. Meet the machine that birthed me into this world. Isn't that how you put it?
I'll be off.
Wait.
Yes?
How did you track my location when I wasn't wearing a focus?
Really, Aloy? It doesn't take a genius to surmise that Helis would throw you into the sun ring at high noon. I wore out 2 striders getting here in time, but I did. Now be on your way.
Since when can you override machines?
Ever since you discovered the technique.
That also hits different now.
I had to destroy a corrupted to obtain the necessary parts, of course. But your example showed me how to do that as well. Yet another benefit of monitoring your activities through your focus. Truth be told, the underlying logic of the technique isn't so different from rites practiced by Banuk shamans. Though, of course, far more advanced.
Great. You're welcome, I guess. Helis recognized you back in the Sun Ring. You told me that you'd assisted the Eclipse. Not that you knew the man who killed who almost killed me.
So now you know. The man is a serious threat. So let's do all we can to make sure that he and Hades don't succeed.
Right. I'll be on my way. To make matters worse, Helis ordered an Eclipse detachment to attack the Nora Sacred Land. The tribe's already weak. They won't stand a chance. You should come with me.
Well, absolutely not. I have preparations to make elsewhere.
What kind of... Why do I bother asking? You're not gonna tell me.
When the time is right, I'll be in touch. I'll contact you later. In the meantime, should you need to return to Shadow Carja territory, I brought armor to conceal your identity.
You think of everything, don't you?
One of us has to. Aloy, when you were recovering the Alpha Registry down in the Zero Dawn bunker, I was needlessly cruel. For your sake, I hope there is someone waiting there for you inside the mountain. Not a what, but a who. Yeah!
Sweet action. I'm not gonna do Heart of the Nora tonight. I'm gonna do it tomorrow night. I'll be on at 7:15 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I put the stream up like, try to get it up like 10, 15, 20 minutes early if I can, so that you know it's gonna happen that night and can get it ready and then start around 7:15. I have D&D, so I might get on early and just like do combat for fun, like fight Thunderjaws and Fireclaws and crap. Well, I can't do Fireclaws actually because this is a new game plus, but you know what I mean. Or I might farm in my no skill playthrough. I don't know. Because I need to get on and do some. Actually, what I think I might do is sorry, get away from this rock breaker first. But I might do photo mode stuff in Forbidden West for the upcoming thing that they're doing. There's a photo mode thing for like celebrating the anniversary of Forbidden West with like themes for a week. And so I wanted to take pictures for that. So I might actually stream some Forbidden West during the day tomorrow while my D&D game is going on. And then I can't bring my mount into here. If I go here. Oh well. And then we'll play this tomorrow night to do Heart of the Nora and the Mountain That Fell. And so it's a couple days late. It's not February 2nd, but we will be celebrating the day Ted Faro sees his shadow. Because, I don't know, why not? Alrighty. I'm gonna sign off for now, though. Gonna go back to watching Love Between Fairy and Devil. It's such a good show. It's like if they did a Final Fantasy live action. Like, it's got the cheese at just the right amount, and then just these, like, really crazy locations and costumes with beautiful colors. And this story that involves all of the universal powers in multiple realms. And it's so weird. And it's so great. It's on Netflix. Love Between Fairy and Devil. There was this scene in it. I tweeted about it. Because there was this one scene in it where it was literally like this person playing a flute. And it sounded exactly like the opening notes during the opening cutscene on this game. Like, I'll play that, and then you can go to my Twitter and watch this scene in this freaking show. Because it's literally the same freaking notes on the flute. They're just, there's a slight variation in the rhythm, but it's literally even in the same key. And I was like, why does my brain know that down to knowing the freaking key, like this Like, do.
What's that now? Don't like the cold?
Oh yeah?
Can't stay in today.
I've been binging it. I'm in like the episode early 30s. So I'm super close to the end. The flute sounds like that. Like what's playing right now.
Wear this. It belonged to my daughter. Good.
It is such a good show. I'm glad someone else here is watching it. And hello. Sorry you're here right as I'm signing off. I will be back on at 7:15 p.m. Mountain Standard Time tomorrow to play this game and do Heart of the Nora and The Mountain That Fell. But during the day, I'm going to pop into Forbidden West a little bit, I think, and just do some photo mode and exploration to get stuff ready for the virtual photography celebration they're doing of the 1-year anniversary of the release. If you go on Twitter, there's a group of folks doing that. I forget the hashtag. Let me look it up.
Otherwise, we might become like the faithless old.
Post the link to it so that other people can, you know.
But their wickedness doomed them. To us, were left the splendors of creation, beasts of air, water, earth, and steel.
Boom, got the link right here. Woohoo! Oh, nice. I'm glad you joined, and I like your Ikri.
It is one thing to hunt a beast. Another
Yeah, so it starts on February 12th.
You must be humble.
So you've got a week to get ready for it. You've got face paint, outfit, NPC, quest, new machines, settlement, celebration. So at HCD World and at Aloy's Horizon, and I invite you to join us to celebrate the first anniversary of Horizon Forbidden West with your virtual photography of your favorite elements of the game. We start on February 12th and use the tag #HFW first. That's the number 1 ST. So that was posted by Paulina.
What is she doing?
And Clarissa's co-hosting it, if you are familiar with them in the Horizon fandom. Really excited for that. It's going to be fun. So I think while my D&D game's going on, I'm going to go around taking pictures for this. And I might stream that. I might not, though, because I want them to be surprises. I don't actually care.
No, off your knees. It's nearly time. And yes, you may.
It's crazy that it's been a year.
Bless the naming.
Have not 6 months gone by since we entrusted her to you?
But we are outcasts.
You by choice. And she, well...
Have you watched all of the Love Between Fairy and Devil, or what episode are you on?
Then you honor us.
Yes, yes, now go! And be ready to declare. Go! Oh, Mother, this child needs a name by which to know her. That your love may warm her life as the rising sun warms all the earth. Speak her name!
Aloy!
And so her name.
So you know the pain my soul is experiencing right now.
Stop this at once!
Being in the episode 30-somethings.
I've blessed the naming of a child.
This show just keeps ramping up and ramping up and ramping up. It is insane. It's like Game of Thrones level intrigue, but Final Fantasy level cuteness.
To raise it, yes. We said nothing.
It's like if you did a PG, borderline PG-13 level, but really honestly PG Game of Thrones. But with happy endings.
I'm here.
or seemingly happy endings, but so many twists and turns, but they don't feel forced. But it is like everyone on this show is playing 5D chess with one another by the end. It's wild. You think you've got the show figured out, and then you're like, I was wrong, actually. Nothing in this show, love between fairy and devil, nothing in this show is like what you think it is, ever. Even when you think you've got it, they're playing you. They know that they're leading you along, and it's wonderful. But it's just like, it shouldn't be as good as it is. Like, you're gonna judge it on the surface, and you're gonna be like some of the costumes look like plastic, but it works. Don't ask me why, but everything about it needs to be exactly the way it is, and it's just perfect exactly as it is, and it's exactly what it needed to be. It's so good. But you have to go into it knowing that it's just let it happen. You just gotta let it happen and just sign up for the ride and then ride the ride. I have full on wept on multiple occasions watching this show, though. It's really good. It's an experience. Anyway. I am gonna go do that right now, in fact. Yeah, no, exactly. It's like someone was just talking about it. That and Alchemy of Souls and a few others, and I was just like, you know what? I could use a change up from what I'm tired of the same Marvel whatever's stuff shot in the volume kind of stuff. And so checked it out, and I had no idea what I was going into. And I think because I had no expectations, it's just I know I just talked it up a lot. Go into it with no expectations and just let it happen. Have a great night, everyone. I'll see you at 7:15 p.m. Mountain Standard Time tomorrow.